What if I told you that the biggest explosion in history might not be the full story? What if the beginning of the universe wasn't really the beginning? Today we're going to question one of the most famous theories ever discussed in science. Hello dear friends, I hope you are all doing well. Today I am going to talk about a very famous theory known as the Big Bang Theory. What is it? When did it happen? And how did it happen? I will answer these questions according to my own observations, based on what I have understood about this universe. And I'm not going to say that this theory is wrong. Instead, I will say that maybe it is incomplete. So let's break it down. Hello, my name is Abasi Astronomer, and let's begin. According to the Big Bang Theory, the universe started from a single point, an extremely small and dense point. Some describe it as a tiny particle or a concentrated mass from which the entire universe expanded. From that expansion, galaxies formed, stars were born, and eventually life began. But here's something worth thinking about. What was inside that tiny point that allowed such a massive universe to come into existence? I'm not here to mention what different scientists say or argue against anyone. Everyone observes and understands things differently. Every mind thinks in its own way, and I respect that. Now let's move forward. What was that point? In my observation, that point was nothing but two powerful forces, what we call a black hole and a white hole. Now you might be thinking, white holes haven't even been properly defined or observed. And yes, that is true. A white hole is still a theoretical concept. We have not directly observed one yet, but the idea exists in physics, and maybe one day we will discover clear evidence of it. Now let's briefly understand these two concepts. A black hole is a region in space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape from it. It forms when a massive star collapses under its own gravity. On the other hand, a white hole is a theoretical opposite of a black hole. Instead of pulling everything in, a white hole would push matter and energy outward. Nothing could enter it, only exit from it. Scientists have not observed a white hole yet, but mathematically, the idea appears in certain solutions of Einstein's equations. So now that you understand both concepts, let's move ahead. I want to talk about something I call a mysterious life. According to my personal observation, and this is only my thought, not a claim, there might have been some form of life before the Big Bang. I call it mysterious life. I'm not saying they were humans. They could have been any kind of life form. Perhaps they lived peacefully on their own planet before the Big Bang event. Again, this is just my imagination and my perspective. Others may think differently, and that's completely fine. I'm simply sharing my thoughts with you. In this video, I shared some ideas about what might have existed before the Big Bang. If you're interested in knowing what happened to this mysterious life before the Big Bang, I will make a part 2 where we explore that idea deeper. If you enjoy videos like this, let me know in the comments. And if you have any doubts or different opinions, feel free to share them as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you in part 2. Goodbye.